to go back soon if this wrist ever heals.
I'm sure it will. But let me ask you, how did you first appear on WWE's radar?
Well, I'm trying to eat. Well, I remember, I assume it was Pete. Thanks, Pete, for helping me out there. Because obviously I used to train with him and tag with him. I think he spoke to Jim Smallman about putting me forward, and then he came to training and watched some stuff. And obviously I was friends with Jim through Progress. And then, I just got an email from them, and they invited me down to do some shows for them. So I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 sets of tapings.
I think you did Cambridge and Birmingham, didn't you, in 2018?
Yeah, but I was at the Liverpool one, but I was injured. And that was another tricky stage in my life. But I was very grateful that they offered me a contract at that age, but it was not the right time for me to sign with them at all. I was 18. I was a kid. I had no idea what I was doing in life. I needed to travel. I wanted to travel to improve my confidence as a person and to get over this dread of wrestling that I had, just this anxiety. So I'm glad I got over that, and I'm glad that I was able to travel, experience the world, build my connections with Japan, and then to come back and work for WWE. It was a nice full circle moment again.
Absolutely, because I think you did eventually sign with them in 2021. So obviously you got a bit of a 3-year gap there. But as you just explained, you used that 3 years to travel the world, discover who you are, build that confidence, and come back a more mature and more accomplished performer all round. Where WWE, you're in a better position for signing with WWE in 2021 as opposed to 3 years earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, I was definitely more mature. I say more mature. Don't know, debatable. But I had my head. I was a bit more level and stable, I think is the most sensible term for it. Just I'd grown up, and I thought, right, I've had my fun now. It's time to actually earn some money and settle down a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to bring up some pictures that might bring back memories of your time in a WWE ring there. I think your first match back was teaming with Mako, wasn't it? And possibly this match here against Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray. And like I say, your opportunity to reconnect once again with Mako. There all seems to be these kind of moments in your career where you're kind of bumping into and reconnecting with Mako, but teaming with her on your kind of return match in 2021 after just getting signed, another special moment for you.
Yeah, I swear all these moments I have, they put so much pressure on me. The first thing I had to do there was the promo. Why? They know what I'm literally, look at me. Do you think I can speak? I've got the memory of a fish. I'm all over the place. So I was so nervous about that. And then when I got that out the way, to be able to tag with Miko again, it was nice to have someone I knew outside the ring and before there, but it was added pressure because I didn't want to let her down. But again, that match, the people in that match, it was just, I was very lucky to be in the match, and I enjoyed it when the stress was out the way. Had
Absolutely.
A nice after.
But going to bring up some more pictures here, and some of the matches you had. I think Isla Dawn, Nina Samuels, and Bobby Turner, Stevie Turner. Sorry, my apologies. And some of the matches you had there. I think that's Amel, and it looked like you were having a ton of fun in the NXT UK, in the WWE ring, getting your hand raised there by Tom Scarborough, of course. What are some of your favourite memories from your time in NXT UK? And I think you were there, solidly for that year or two up until they closed the doors in 2022. What are some of your fondest memories?
That period of my life was incredible. It was like, the way I describe it to people is, I say, when you get older and you're an adult and like you have all these friends, but you're always busy and you can't see them. It was like for every 4 weeks we would have 2 weeks in London, and it was just like a school trip. Like, you're with your mates, you're all staying in this hotel, everyone's in the hotel, your friends are on the same corridor as you, and it was just people like B Priestley that I'd been friends with for years, but she'd lived in Japan and I'd been all over, and we just never really got a chance to see each other. So to be stuck with each other for 2 weeks in an environment like that, oh, the friends I've made there, I will never, ever, ever like forget. And I still speak to them all now and see them. It was like a little family. And I'm so lucky that I got to be there at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned about the first thing they got you to do when you signed was do a promo. But you seem to handle some of your microphone work really, really well, and quite confident. You came across really, really, and a lot of fun in some of your backstage segments. And there was B Priestley there, you alongside Mako. But I'm guessing that you probably weren't as comfortable in the beginning, but probably you became a lot more confident and started to enjoy the process of working behind a microphone, doing them promos eventually, didn't you?
Yeah, like it's funny because that last photo you put in of me being Miko, that promo took us about 45 minutes to film purely because B was laughing, I was laughing, then we finally stopped laughing, then Miko started laughing. Oh god, it's a nightmare. But yeah, I don't mind talking, like I'm happy to talk. It's just as a person, as you can probably tell, I'm all over the place. I get my words mixed up, I get distracted. So I think when I have to try and be serious, I sometimes struggle. Like I think, oh God, I'm just all over the place. But now I think people just know what I'm like and they expect me just to be all over the place. I think when you know me, you kind of expect some sort of mishmash, but hopefully we get to the point in the end.
Some sort of randomness, but
Yeah.